Hi guys and welcome back to another episode of ReZero. We are following up from that chaotic ending of the previous episode with Rem growing a horn out of her forehead and turning into an absolute beast. I have so many questions that I need to learn more. I really just can't wait to dive deeper into this episode and try to, figure out more into the series. I suspect that we will learn things as we progress past this next handful of episodes. But yeah, I'm just really interested now in where we go from here, what comes next, what happens next. I hope that isn't Subaru dead again, because that would be miserable after everything we went through this time around. Real quick, a couple of things I wanted to just mention or talk about before I start this episode. So one, I remembered while I was editing that it was mentioned that Roswaal is the strongest magic user in the kingdom. So my question about whether or not Roswaal uses magic or spirit arts, that was stupid. I should have remembered. And I could have cut that out easily because I remembered in the moment while editing, but I left it in. And I just figured I would talk about it in the next episode. So that's what I'm doing here now. I'm trying to just fix that and just let you guys know I am aware. And I know that was a silly question on my behalf. Another thing that I just want to mention really quick is that the little puppy, it is mentioned that it is a she. So that is a girl puppy. That is why I'm now suspecting that the girls are more powerful than the boys in terms of like these witch fiends, and all the witch fiends we saw prior to that, which were, the full-size dogs. I suspect they were maybe all male, and so this little puppy is the female, and it's the strongest one, I guess, and maybe that, like, scar in its forehead is somewhat related to the magic that it uses and how it draws magic in, how it uses magic, anything like that. I'm not sure how it works yet because it hasn't been explained, but that's my theory. And also, I realized that while editing the previous episode, so I just wanted to talk about it, throw it out there, make you guys aware that I'm aware anyway, and I've been thinking about it. But yeah, here we go. I don't know what's going to happen with Ram. I don't know what is up with Ram. I don't know if she's a witch fiend. I don't know if she was experimented on or what, but here we go. We're just going to dive right into this. Here we go. Episode number 10. We're into double digits for ReZero. That's crazy. Let's go. Okay, we're alive. Oh, thank God. Is there no other way to save? In your hands? Whose hand is he holding? Oh no, something's happening. I'll save you. Whose voice was that? Sorry, I'm so bad still at picking out voices. Unfamiliar sailing. Shinji moment. He's cut up badly. Yeah, seriously. Emilia. Oh, she's exhausted. Puck. Yeah, what does that mean? Nommed on. That's a cute way to put it. Yeah, something like that. Demon transformation. Damn, she actually does have demonic transformation. Yes! Let's go. Pachi. Darn to her, Odo. So is Odo essentially like essence? Also, does this mean we're now into the next day? Or actually, I can't tell because we went to the village a day early. So technically we're now in the day that this night is when we would normally die. So I don't think we beat the cycle just yet, but we technically have because we've killed the curse and people trust us. So unless some other crazy shit happens, we beat the cycle, right? Also, I guess they just straight up said that Rem did demonically transform. which is crazy. I didn't think it was literal. Like, I put in the thumbnail demonic possession, just thinking like I was referencing a Subaru quote. But no, there's literally something demonic there. Blue ogre, you know? Demon ogre, Oni. We'll see where that leads. This nice little cottage house, so... Wonder where we are. Are we in the village? Did everyone come to the village? I think so. So it'd be faster to heal everyone. But then what about the manor? Bro, come on. Dog rub off on someone. Fresh steam? Yeah, what was that face? Is it because she made something that Ram didn't make? Good boy. Gokuro-sama. Olgarm. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. She's so happy passing out the food she made. I guess Ram gets most of the credit for the food, so maybe this is just like Ram's love language. Hell yeah. How did it break in the first place? So did someone break it? That's now the question I have. Don't fall. Okay. Betty! Little B, Ooh, we're gonna get serious. What? Oh no. Oh no.
かけられた呪いが重なりすぎて、特には複雑になりすぎてしまっているのよ。でもお前にかけられた呪いは何本もの糸が複雑に絡まり合い、もつれている状態なのよ。難易度高えのはなんとなくわかった。けどなんで半日なんだ？半日もすれば魔獣がマナを求めて術式を発動するのよ。あの魔獣の呪いは対象からマナを奪うという呪いかしら。つまりは、お前は魔獣の餌にされたのよ。怖くないのかしら。ベティのこれはお前にとっての余命宣告なのよ。そりゃ怖いよ。でもわざわざ死の宣告だけしに来るほど意地悪じゃないと俺はお前を見てるんだが。お前がベティの何を知っているっていうのかしら。少なくともお前が思ってる4倍は長い付き合いぐらいの感覚だな。意味がわからないのよ。でも助かる可能性がずっと低いのは事実かしら。
Very low. Okay, we'll take those odds.
食べる側が命を落としたなら食事は中断するのが道理かしら。
Yeah, that's true. So we gotta go kill the yeah.
けどこれじゃ数が多すぎる。兄ちゃんがあの娘に呪いのことを黙っているのもそのせいなのよ。
That's so sad.
エミリアが知ったらきっと無理するもんな。だから諦めるんですか。助ける方法は他には。頭でも痛くなったかしら。それも無理ないのよ。それだけかしら。
What's happening now? The rest in your hands now?
必ず助けます。まさか。レムはどこだ。
Ram's off.
ベアトリス、レムはどこだ。お前が同じ立場ならどうするかしら。今の話聞き捨てなりません。ラム。ベアトリス様、まさかレムは一人で森に。
Oh no.
レムが一人でやらなきゃ。傷つくのはもうレムだけで十分。
She's literally the blue ogre. Yeah, no, I get it, Ram.
今のラムは余裕がないから優しくはできないわ。レムの居場所はわかるのか。わかるわ。ラムの千里眼を使えば。千里眼。
Clairvoyance. Interesting.
虫や動物といった生き物と視界を共有する力。そいつらの視界を使った監視カメラみたいな。お前って戦えるタイプのメイドだったりする？俺も一緒に森に入るって意味だ。ついてくるつもり？ああ、戦いだったら俺は超足引っ張る。
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do anything.
鬼化したレムと同じくらい戦えるのを期待されているなら無理よ。
In her demon form.
レムが鬼ってことはラムも鬼ってことじゃねえのか。
You
レ
don't
ムと違
just
ってラムは角なしだから。
hornless. What do the horns mean? What is
少し過激に風の魔法が使えるだけよ。
wind magic? Oh shit. Let's
シナの
go.
妹を連れ戻すってことは自分の命を諦めるってことなのよ。お前はそれが理解できているのかしら。
Of course we understand that, but we're not gonna let Ram do this alone.
死に慣れて諦め癖なんて食ったらね。命は大事だ。一個しかない。お前らが必死こいて繋いでくれたからそれが分かった。
Hell yeah, Subaru, let's go.
あがかせてもらう。
You're used to being in the other position.
俺は
The
俺らし
greedy
く
guy.
俺含めた後日談が見たくてしょうがねえんだよ。
With everyone in it, right?
最後の大勝負と行こうぜ。
Let's go.
運命様上等だ。
Bring it on, Fiat. Subaru is standing up to Fiat, and
かっこいい単価を切って
what a guy. Heroic speech.
まっしぐらな姿を目の当たりにする。失望を隠すのに苦労するわ。
That's funny.
じゃ病み上がりで体力浪費状態に血も足りてねえんだ。
We got a sword.
こいつを持っていけ。村一番の技物だ。
Oh shit,
ありがと
nice.
よ。
頼んだぞ。
That's really thoughtful.
お前
It's
た
the
ち目が覚め
kids.
たのか。その剣は何？
俺？それはお礼だ。みんなからの。
No, while he's holding a sword. Huh. Someone slipped some. Aww.
あと他は。虫入ってやがった。どさくさに負けてとんでもねえクソガキどもだ。説教したる。
A
慕われてる
bug.
証拠でしょ。どこがいいのかしらこんな男。子供の純真な瞳には俺という男の本質が
What
きらめい
is
て見え
that
るんだよ。
face?
それに好かれてるのは俺ばっかりじゃねえ。何土なんか入れてん
Why'd you put dirt in there?
レムリーにもお礼言いたいから後で連れてきてね。
Aww.
絶対ね、ラムチ。
That's sweet. Now we gotta do it for the
千里眼を
kids.
使うわ。少し待ちなさい。
I wonder how this looks. Oh shit. Wow, look at that view, like range, I guess, that she has. That's huge. Any signs?
バルス
No sign?
ラムたちを見ている視界がある。
Something.
どこ？
Oh shit.
まだよ。次が来るわ。
Holy shit, that wind magic is cutting them in half. Wow. That was crazy. That was really cool.
なあ。さっき言ってた。
Yes, please. I want to know.
別に聞いたまま鬼のくせに角をなくした愚物に与えられる別称よ。ちょっとしたいざこざで一本しかなかった角をなくしたのよ。
Only horn.
以来何事もレムを頼ることにして。
So, is this kind of like a trying to fit in situation like the red and blue ogre from the story?
鬼って種族にとって角がどんだけのもんなのかは知らないけど、当時はともかく今は落ち着いているわ。角をなくしたことで得たものも拾えた命もある。
That's
もっとも
nice.
レムはそう思ってはいないでしょうけど、元来鬼族は2本の角を持っている。
Ah, they have
双子
two.
はその角を最初から1本欠損して生まれて
Ah, so
いる。だから双子は意に嫌われ、生まれた直後に処分されるのが習わしい。でもラムたちは生かされた。
holy
鬼族
shit,
の
that's
角は
crazy.
鬼としての本能を呼び覚まし、周囲のマナーを食らい尽くして戦闘能力を高める機関なの。
So you're two halves of a whole.
無茶をすればその反動でボロボロに傷つく。そんなレムを見たくない。何をやらせてもあの子の方がずっと上。でもラムはあの子の姉様だもの。
I want to take care of her. I want to look out for her, of course.
レムは必ず無事連れて帰る。
We better.
死に戻りのことを伝えようとすれば、それに誘われて。ラム、
Oh shit.
俺実は死に。何？
Holy shit.
何をしたのバルス。
Wow.
獣衆が近づいてくる。
Holy shit.
多分そう遠くないうちに合流できるから。どうしてそう言い切れるの？ズバリ魔女の残りが。メムの目的は魔獣を狩り尽くすことだろう。その魔獣たちは魔女の残りがに誘われて。
Ah, that's smart. Damn, Subaru's like so smart. Natsuki Subaru is the main. What an operation title. I hope that in the community, Subaru gets the credit he deserves for being so smart. He's really good problem solving. Holy shit. Ram is a beast. Ram 2, of course. Okay, maybe. Oh no. Oh no, we're gonna need Ram to show up to save us. Holy shit, we jumped off a cliff?
根性でどうにかしたいが上で待ち構えてる魔獣が問題に。技物が。
Oh my god. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, that was very close. Timing of Buddha. Oh, she used the last of her strength. Oh no. Ram, it's all up to you now. Oh, the puppy is back. Is she gonna be pissed with you for putting her sister's life in danger? She's pissed at you for putting her sister's life in danger. Kill it. Come on, Ram. Kill them all and then let Ram bring you back to your senses. Chansu. Holy shit. A smile? Oh, you awakened the beast. That was crazy. I mean, at least you were able to make everything look at you for a second there. One good solid hit. Okay, but we need her to defeat everything first. Holy shit, she's going off. That animation looks bonkers. Holy shit. Ooh. Oh shit. Okay, thank you, Ram. Thank you. Hiroshi? Most ill-advised name, that's funny. Holy shit! I choked! Oh no! Oh no, the earthbending dog. Look at it with his big smile, jeez. Okay, you're gonna save us, right? Okay, so does Rem also have like some earthbending abilities? Smile! Holy shit! Did we cut off the horn? Fanatical methods like a demon. What? Did we cut off the horn? Did we cut off the horn? Don't we need the horn because that makes her like OP? Why would we cut it off? I thought all we had to do was like give her one good smack and that would kind of like make her snap back. Didn't realize we had to cut off the horn. Oh, that was another big one. So this episode kind of spent a lot of time getting us used to the fact that Subaru has recovered, but there's some big major issues with that. So I was worried a little bit that potentially Subaru could have died there. I didn't think he would, but there was the potential, right? And then I was thinking like, well, this is the day he normally dies, so is something else going to come up? And of course it did. But that's getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We'll go back to the beginning of this episode and talk about it a bit. So going back to the beginning of this episode, we see this little brief moment where Subaru's sleeping. He's in and out of sleep. He's half conscious and he hears something along the lines of like, you know, I'll do what I can to protect him, sort of thing. Like, you know, obviously everything's not okay. But when we wake up, we see that Amelia is passed out in a chair and Puck comes over and is like, yep, well, you and Amelia both came through this time. So basically Amelia did heal us, but also everything we did was appreciated and everything, blah, blah, blah. You know, like we know what happened there. So it was very much made apparent to us that Amelia used up everything she had. She used up all of her mana and she is out right now. She is sleeping, recovering her mana. Puck had this really funny moment where Subaru was like, oh, they nommed on me, and Puck was like, I think they were like and started snarling and like teeth were showing and it was pretty crazy looking. I've never seen Puck actually look threatening or scary before, but now I can say that I have. And you know, it was done for comedic effect, and I think it was well done. And then of course Puck mentions that Ram transformed into a demon. So, you know, before I was kind of thinking that the whole demon transformation thing was kind of just like, there was more to it. I thought that there was something else, but it seems that instead it's kind of literal and that Ram and Ram are demons. And so the whole story about the ogres and the Oni, that was kind of more literal than we maybe initially assumed. And I think that that's really, really cool that we kind of know more about them than we do, because now we can literally look at that story and figure out their personalities and the way they think and why they do the things that they do based on that story and its outcome. Fast forward a little bit of time and then we see Subaru leaving the little house, and Ram has made, I think they're potatoes, but they could be bread. But they do look like potatoes, and she says they're steamed, so that's what makes me think that they are potatoes. They're steamed potatoes, and she's done it herself, and she's getting praise for it, and she knows she did a good job. She is so proud of herself, and I think it's a really cute and adorable but hilarious scene. And I wonder if this is kind of something that means a lot to her, in a way that it's not really discussed here in this episode, because Ram is usually the one who does all the food. She's the better cook and everything, and so she gets all the praise. And so in moments like these where Ram gets praise, it means a lot to her in more ways than we could maybe know without seeing scenes like these. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like I'm just yapping at this point, but I think that this is a very nice insight into Ram. And through Ram we learn that the responsibility and everything that would have happened with these people had the witch fiends been let to roam free, do their thing, would have fallen on Roswell, and Ram and Ram would not have wanted that. So Ram is very, very appreciative that Subaru did what he did, and that he trusted his hunch and listened to everything that he was thinking, and that he brought Ram along, because things could have gone awful here and it would have fallen on Roswell. Ram reconnected the barrier, but it makes me wonder who broke the barrier. That's something I hope comes up, and that's something that I hope is important, because obviously it could just be that it broke itself, or that something happened. Maybe the witch fiend attacked it, and, you know, just something like that. But the fact it was broke in the first place could have more importance than just skimming past it. It could be something that could have big consequences. And then, you know, Subaru has the moment with Betty where Betty lets him know that he will die in half a day unless something happens. And she realizes that he's kind of calm about it and he's not really kicking up a fuss. And, you know, he's just kind of like chilling there. And she's like, yeah, this is weird. Something's up here. And so she starts questioning him. And he's just like, yeah, well, I figure if you brought me all the way out here to tell me, you're not just going to drop some big nasty, dirty bomb on me. I suspect there's something else that you have to say to me. And he says that in a way that he trusts her. And she's like, why do you act like you know me more than you do? And he's like, well, I feel like I know you 4 times longer than we've known each other. So it's very funny on the nose. We're in the know, Subaru's in the know, but nobody else is because he cannot tell anyone. But then, you know, she does share that, well, actually, he kind of realizes himself that those brief moments he remembers while he was in and out of consciousness were Rem basically saying, I'm going to go out and do this thing and I'm going to kill all these things so that Subaru can live. And Subaru realized that and he shits himself. He's like, where's Rem? Tell me where she is. Blah, 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 blah. And Betty's like, yeah, she went out there to save you. And basically in that moment, Ram shows up and she's like, what? Ram's like, yeah, I'm gonna go get her. So Ram starts running. Subaru grabs her, holds her back, and says, hey, listen to me. We need to have a little discussion, a little conversation before we do something crazy here. So they do have this talk, and basically, obviously, Subaru knows that they have to kill all these demons that place the curse on him for him to live, and he needs to know if Ram can fight. And in order for Ram to fight alone, because Subaru is going to be no help whatsoever. So he learns that Ram can use clairvoyance to see through other beings, and that she can use wind power. She can use wind magic. And that's really cool because then we get to see a new type of magic play out. And it's very exciting. And Subaru gives this really triumphant, heroic speech about you only get one life, so make it matter. And in that moment, it's kind of made obvious to us that this time, Rem is in the position that Subaru is normally in. Subaru is normally the one going out of his way to ensure others live. But this time, Rem's doing it for him. So Subaru's kind of on the back foot here, where he's like, okay, well, I need to do something because someone's doing something for me and I'm not used to that. And all of these emotions are probably going through his head. And he goes out of his way then to try to protect her. But first of all, they go back to the village and he's given the sharpest sword in the town, in the village. He's obviously exhausted, but he's given the sharpest sword. And the kids, they're very appreciative and they're like, don't die, come back to us, basically. And they drop a sweet, a piece of candy, and a precious stone in his pocket. And a bug, of course, for good measure. You know, they're still kids. Ram's very much like, ugh, at this, as she's seeing it happen. But then the kids go up to Ram. They go up to Ram and they're like, bring Ram back. We want to thank her for everything she did for us. And Ram, in that moment, is like, okay, I'll do that because, you know, that's very sweet and that's very cool. Because getting a little ahead of myself, I think that plays into the whole red ogre blue ogre thing, but I'll get to that in a minute when I get to that in the way this episode played out. We see Ram use her clairvoyance and it does look really cool. I like the red filter that it puts over everything because she's seeing through something else, so it's not clear as day. It's got a filter over it, but it's really cool. And obviously Ram is like red-haired, well, more pink than red, but you know what I mean. And she senses that something is watching them. She uses her wind magic to dispatch of them immediately. It's really fast and it looks really crazy. It looks really good. She looks very powerful. And then from there on, we get to have a conversation about the horns, and that's something I really wanted to know about. So Ram is hornless, so that means she doesn't have a horn, and that means that Rem has one. And we learn through conversation with Ram that demons are born with 2 horns, but Rem and Ram were born with 1 each, and that is because they are twins. And normally twins are killed, but they were allowed to live. And so there must be some importance to them as characters as to why they were allowed to live. I don't know if that will be covered. I suspect it will. But we did also see kind of this flash where it looked like Rem was walking up to Ram, who was looking up to Rem. Rem had the horn in her head and there was this whoosh, and the horn went flying. So I don't know if Rem cut off Ram's horn or if something else happened there. I don't know, but something happened, and that horn is the source of a lot of power. And so they're basically 2 halves of a whole because they were born with a horn each, but Rem, being the only one with the horn, she's the stronger one, she's the more powerful one, and Ram is the weaker one. And I wonder if Rem cut off Ram's horn because of the whole red ogre thing, where the red ogre wanted to fit in. So I just realized something. Oh, that's really smart. I just had this moment where I remembered a conversation that they had in an earlier episode when Subaru tells Ram the story about the red ogre and the blue ogre. Ram says that they were foolish and that she should have just cut off her horn instead of going to the effort of doing all this other stuff. So is that what happened here, where Ram cut off Ram's horn so that Ram could fit in? So that Ram could fit in with humans and, you know, live an easy life. And Ram is basically carrying the burden of being the demon and, you know, ensuring that Ram can live an easy life. I think that all the pieces just connected for me in that one moment. I don't know why I forgot about that moment, about that conversation that Ram had with Subaru, where she was like, why didn't the ogre just do this? It would have been so much easier. They were foolish. Yeah, that story makes so much sense now as to why it's important. I initially was like, I don't get it, but I get it now. That's really cool. I love the way that was done there and the way that story was used to play a part for Rem and Ram. We see Rem just being an absolute beast and killing so much, and then Subaru has this moment where he's like, you know what? I'm going to use this curse, this moment where I try to tell someone about something, to draw all the witch fiends to me, and that will draw Rem to us. So after this really cool moment where they're having this conversation and we're learning a lot, the witch fiends are drawn to Subaru and Ram's going to fight them off. And then suddenly we get this moment where we flash to Rem, who has this flash moment where she senses something and she runs off. As we are running off, we literally jump off a cliff. The sword breaks. We're carrying Ram because she's used up all her energy. Ram uses the literal last bit of energy she has to protect them from the fall. And yeah, then Ram shows up, an absolute beast, trying to kill Subaru because she's a demon. She has no sense right now and she's just doing what she thinks is best because of her demon form. And then Subaru's shouting out to her. Sorry, by the way, I know I'm kind of rushing through the last little bit right here of this episode for this post-talk analysis, but it's because I actually need to be somewhere very soon. I need to go. So I'm trying to just rattle through this really quickly. I apologize because this was a lot of really cool, important stuff right at the end of this episode. I will, maybe if there's anything I need to talk about or want to talk about, I'll talk about it in the next episode before I start watching it. But obviously then Rem is fighting and Ram recovers and it's like, you need to give her one big hit and that will bring her back to her senses. So Subaru goes to do just that, throws Ram at her so her hands are full, and then Subaru misses, gets thrown into the air by the puppy, comes to slam down then, and it ends the episode there. So I suspect he cut off her horn. I don't know what really happened there, but it was kind of crazy. If she's lost her horn, that's kind of wild if that's how the next episode starts. Sadly, like I mentioned, I have to go. I do need to be somewhere right now, sadly, but I would have loved to spend more time talking about this episode because there's a lot of ground to cover here. But, you know, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this post-talk analysis, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, letting me know down below anything I might want to talk about before I start the next episode. And yeah, I hope that you're able to have a great day today and that you're able to take it easy. I will see you in the next one. Take care.